Hello again, guys. I have another update. It is March 3rd today, and I just pulled the Cephalotus out of dormancy a few weeks ago. As you can see, it's already growing rather vigorously. This is a really nice clone. And let's see. Okay, so there's the clump. So, yeah, typical form. I really like it. Very vigorous. We have the Drosera and Rosacea. Just fed everyone today, so they have some Daphnia on their leaves, in case you're wondering what that is. They look good as usual. Then a few new additions from Mason. He gave me his entire Pinguicula collection, and of course most of them are unlabeled. So we think that one's Pinguicula agnata by Gypsy Cola. Then these ones are all labeled as Morinensis, but there's some other ones like the AL13. That was in another pot. But there's some nice color coming in. Probably going to sell some of these off because I don't really have room for all of them. And there's another one that he gave me. That's the AL13. Looks kind of etiolated, but should perk back up in the brighter conditions. And that one's labeled as Agnata, but I have no clue because, as I say, lots of unlabeled stuff. And we got the Drosera madagascariensis growing nicely. And I have this, or one of these plants up for auction on the Carolina Carnivorous Plant Society forum. So you can go check that out if you want one. I'll post a link in the box. And Specialata. Then we have the Cyclosecta pullings that are taking. So you can see the little tiny plants growing in there. And then might have some seed germination on that soon. That's Nepenthes Red Dragon by Judith Finn. It's probably going to be hideously ugly. And all of the baby fly traps growing so slowly. I need to hurry up. I've been fertilizing them. Then we have some Sarracenia seedlings, and you kind of see on that Spatter Patterns by Lamentations. It has taken off with that leaf. So it's growing very fast. That's definitely one I'm going to select out for further breeding for vigor. Then here's an open pollinated flava that is making huge jumps in leaf size. So that's going to be another contender for breeding. Let's see, the Anthocyan free Psittacina. That's definitely going to go outside better conditions in the spring. Not too terribly happy here. Then Laneo with some Spatulata seedlings. Growing nicely. And yeah, my Rosiana Padu Pygmies. Producing gemme like crazy. The orders aren't coming in fast enough. Then we have... wrong pot. The ones I got from Jacobo. There's... and let me go down again. Drosera occidentalis, and as you can see, since I've upgraded the lighting, it has responded very, very nicely. That thing's just gorgeous. Tiny plant, but it's spectacular. Nice little hairy stipules coming from the center. And some Rosiana, followed by the Pollicella. So there's Drosera Pollicella. Producing gemme. They've already sent out one order of those. They pop off really easily and they kind of fling everywhere, so they're a little difficult. Then we have Palacia subspecies Trichocalis. And focus on the bottom right one. There we go. I've seeded in some more of the gemme. I'm going to do the harvesting, so I should be getting more of those, which will be a higher yield. Gemme for future growers. And the flavas running rampant there. A few other ones, Rubra. Yeah. And there for Fire at the Lakes in Boiling Springs, North Carolina, I have some Drosera rosea gemme starting. You can see them coming up in there. So we'll be selling those to the kids who want to try to grow them. And over to the orchids in the windowsill. This was Mason. I don't know how he did this. I found this orchid shop very close to where he lives called the Orchid Trail in Raleigh. and he goes in there and asks them if they have any Paphiopedilum lowii, which is one of my favorite slipper orchids. And this is the last one they had. It's Prince House by Sibling. And I'm excited. Just sprayed it with some fungicide earlier today. We'll see how it responds to that, because you can kind of see some fungus at the root, at the base of the leaves, but that should be combated soon. Collusion fimbriata, doing amazingly. Growing very quickly for winter. Got some keikis coming in on the Dendrobium and Osmum. And Maxillaria huntii still has not budged since I got it in August. And the hybrid thingy. And then another one from Mason that he gave me for free. This is called Media Calcar Decoratum. It makes these urceolate little orange bulb-like flowers at the ends of the growing points. It does not look like an orchid at all. It looks more like a succulent. It's weird. But it's kind of cool at the same time. So I'm going to have some cuttings of that up for auction soon. And then here's the big one, which is ironically little. You can guess what this is. Bam. Just got that last weekend. That is a seed-grown Nepenthes edwardsiana, 10 years old, 2 inches wide. And it is amazing. So I'm actually going to be getting some serious cooling for the summer, instead of just giving them room conditions to grow in, because I do not want to lose this plant. It is too rare, too expensive, and too pretty to risk having croak. So yeah, there it is. I'll go in. Actually, go into the terrarium so you can see it better. Yeah, there it is. That's 10 years old. That Naga is a little older than 1, and it's already outsized it. So that gives you an idea of how slow edwardsiana is compared to everything else, and why it's so valuable and so hard to find in cultivation. It's ridiculous, and yeah, look at the size of the pictures in comparison. Naga is so much faster. A lot more robust. Yeah. So there's the Lady Pauline cutting. It should be making pictures soon. And oh yeah, the Phragmipedium lindenii, kinda moving, not very quickly. And then here's my Glabrata cutting. It's up for auction. It's already up to $25 as of now. And then to make room for all this pinguicula, I had to move the Utricularia in here. They seem to be doing fine. And we have Ventricosa and Burkii. That is, oh, that's so loud. That was my phone, in case you're wondering. And there's some Sphagnum compactum in there. Alba, no new pictures yet. Sibionensis, obviously no new pictures. I need to raise the humidity by a ton, apparently. Tillandsia bulbosa that I've had for 2 years. Growing very, very sluggishly. Nepenthes caladium. Same picture as last time. Still pretty. You can see the whole picture kind of this time. And here's from the Richmond Orchid Show. There's what's it called? Oncidium crossier? What was that called? Oncidium crossus. Rather unusual for an Oncidium. Very small, actual miniature. Really cool flower shapes, you can see. I like it. That's going to be some Utricularia calycifida. I'll be moving that in a more shady area. There's Utricularia nephrophylla. And the Nepenthes attenboroughi seedlings. So you're starting to get some color on them already on their first pictures. Where'd the other one go? Here's a few more. So we've got about 10 of those, I think. And this is another one I picked up when I got the edwardsiana from Rob at Botanique. This is Utricularia calycifida, actual plants. It actually has some flower opening, like 10 spikes coming in. So one of my favorite Utricularia. Should be pretty exciting. And Sigmorchus pusilla, bearing 2 flowers. Still like that one a lot. And yeah, I pulled a lot of these back from Meadowview. don't know if I covered that last time, but so there's the Sophronitis cernua, which has 3 or 4 growth points on it. And here's another thing Mason brought by, an unidentified Dryadella. See if I can show you the flower. It's tiny. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. And so there's the flower. Tiny. Let's see if I can actually get some proper focus on it. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know if you can ID that for me, but that's what it looks like. There we go. Can't really get in there because the lights get in the way, but we'll see. Then we have Encyclia or Dynema polybulbon. Taxonomy, of course, changing genus constantly. Actually cut the tip of it off and rooted it down at the bottom. And let's see, back over here. That's a cutting of Nepenthes veitchii hyalin that Mason gave me. It looks pretty freaking dead. And there are only really 2 leaves, or 1.5 leaves on it. Didn't seem to make it. But I did get this from Rob, which is a seed-grown Nepenthes veitchii. Golden peristome, purple inner surface. This one's awesome. Really happy with this one. It's producing a new leaf. Looks like a hairy woodland creature, or hairy scorpion tail, whatever you feel like calling it. Lorraine's pictures are kind of hidden right now, because I got this one back, which is Nepenthes Nile. That's the newest picture it's opened. There's another one further back there, somewhere. And got interrupted right there. Yeah, there's the newest inflating picture on Nile, and then my Nepenthes Maxima Lake Poso. And they pulled back from meta view. As you can see, really nice colors on that one. It gets really wide. It's almost as wide as the Terrarium. Again, if you're getting an upgrade. So it's a beast of a grower. Then let's see, BE clone of Burbigia from Pig Hill. Almost got the seed-grown one from Rob, but I resisted. I think I wanted the veitchii and the Fusca. Where is it? I think this is a seed-grown Fusca, even though it says Clone S, which might mean seed-grown, but yeah, so that's the newest picture. There's one further back in there, but it's kind of covered by the picture, or the pots. But it's pretty nice. Mason got the nicest one, I think. And then, here we go. Oranges Luteo alba from the Richmond Orchid Show. One of this orchid shop that one of my college acquaintances told me about was vending there, and this was one of their choices. They had 2 or 3. Mason got one, I got the other. So that one's really pretty, had a nice touch of color. And the newest Aristolochioides biventricosa picture. Not as dark as the other ones, but it should color up. Let's see, then we have a new Nepenthes lavicola picture over there. Let's see, focus on it. There we go. See, nice, really nice modeling on it. Then there's another one I could not resist from Rob. The biggest Utricularia I've ever seen in my life. So Utricularia Humboldtii. Another one of my favorites. The flowers are really cool on this one. They're big, just like the leaves. So I'll give you an idea of just how large this thing is. So focus on my hand. There we go, that's close enough. Yeah, as you can see. It's a pretty big Utricularia. Almost the size of my hand with the fronds. Then Nepenthes bauschiana. A very pretty, darkly colored. Like a nicer version of Maxima almost, and it gets big. So, yeah, there's the foliage of it. Then the glabrata. It actually started some offshoots. So yeah. Let's see, 1, 2. And there's a third one somewhere along here. Yeah, there it is. Kind of see that one striking. And then my Restrepo striata is doing something weird. The Restrepo brachypus. Water it frequently, but apparently it still needs more. This thing's so thirsty. It wrinkles, so it means it's usually getting too little water. And if anyone has any suggestions for that one, let me know. And then Dormouse is kind of hidden by the Nuancidium. But there's the picture. And there's the older one. Yeah, and after this I will show you my Zen garden, which is downstairs with a very special cephalotus and some more pygmies. So yeah, that one looks awesome. Okay, let's go take a look at that. Okay, so here's the 3 gallon here's the 3 gallon Zen terrarium. Voice is getting a little weird right now. Yeah. So those are Greek beach rocks that I have for the stonescaping. And we'll take a closer look here. There's the Cephalotus follicularis Brewer's Red that I had sent to me from Charles Brewer. Got 2 new pictures coming in. There's the oldest one, and the remarkable thing about this one is that there's absolutely no windowing on the lid. It's completely red. So this thing's like, I don't know, but it's dark. Is it dark? Okay, which way are you going? There we go. That one should look pretty good in there. Then we have Drosera leucoblastic Emmy that have sprouted and have made nice little plants. Then that one is Drosera dichrosepoa back there. You're starting off, and then we have Gibsonii and Manii, which are tiny little things right now. There we go. Yes, that's the 3 gallons of Zen. Right there. Yeah, alright. That's all for this update. Hopefully I'll have some temperate updates once it warms up. Alright, until next time.